Hi, my name is Martina Kramarić from Institute of Croatian Language and Linguistics, and I would like to present you my project, Complex Digital Edition of the Croatian medieval text Zrcalo, člověčaskago, spasenje. This glagolitic medieval text is written in the miscellany of Deacon Luka. It was written in 1445 and now it is preserved in the Biblioteca Apostolica Valicana in their digital library, and it is fully digitized and available online. Why I'm particularly interested in this text? Because it is in fact translation of the famous medieval text Speculum Humanae Salvationis, which was originally written in Latin, but later it was translated to Czech and other European languages, and during the residence of the Croatian glagolitic monks in Prague, it was translated into Old Croatian language too. So that's my point of interest there. You can see the manuscript here. It is written in 2 columns, and the year of writing is written at the beginning. It is 4045. The whole text of the manuscript is published in the book. It was published 2019 by Martina Kramarić, Zrcalo, člověčaskago, spasenja, transcription, context, and historical linguistic analysis. So I had both text and digitized image, so my idea was to create a digital edition. Although glagolitic script is one of the symbols of rich Croatian glagolitic heritage and cultural heritage at all, there's no such digital edition created yet, which would include text and image and presented both on the SAM portal. As well, in Croatia we don't have such infrastructure, so I was lucky to be awarded with the JASH fellowship, and I had chance to spend 6 months in Austrian Center for Digital Humanities in Graz. That is part of the University of Graz, and I could work there and learn for the best digital humanists like Gerlinde Schneider, and under supervision of the director of the center, Georg Vogeler. So I had the chance there to learn about digital humanities, to learn how to create digital edition, and as well to use their infrastructure. Well, I had to use their GAMS infrastructure, that is Humanities Asset Management System, that is System for Management, Publication and Long-Term Archiving of Digital Resources from the Humanities. It enables scholars, researchers and students to manage and publish resources from projects with permanent identification enriched with metadata. So I will present you more technical data about GAMS infrastructure, and that enabled me to create an edition, and my edition, once it will be finished, will be part of the GAMS repository. I could also learn something about their already existing projects and editions, and I could use their methodology, for example, for creating the TEI header or the digital workflow, and as well design of the editions. So this is an example of one successful project, Korema, Cooking Recipes of Middle Age, and in that project both image and text are presented in parallel view, like it will be in my edition. So the steps in my digitization projects were like, as I said, I had a book, so I had already transferred my text from the glagolitic manuscript to machine-readable text. I had Word document and rudiment XML document created. But then I used the AI data model to extend the model and correct it for more in-depth annotation of the text and for referencing the facsimiles. The final step is creation of the online edition, HTML, and the connection with manuscript images to be able to display them in a parallel view with the text. So I had to model the text, and for me the text had 42 chapters. It was quite long. It is from 1st to 81 folio. It contains 81 folio in total, 42 chapters. Each chapter had heading. So I annotated with the division and head element, and each chapter is divided into 3 or maximum 4 paragraphs, so I divided them with element P. Page break was modeled with the page break element and connected with facsimile on the same attribute. And the line break, each line break and each column break were modeled with the line break and column break, because I wanted for the text to look exactly as the image, so that the layout of the text follows the layout of the manuscript image. That was very demanding and time consuming to annotate each line break. But then I had a chance to talk to Achim Rabus, who worked on glagolitic model for reading glagolitic script in Transcribus, and he helped me to automatically extract the line breaks. So I had the manuscript image, I had the text, but I didn't have the line breaks annotated in column breaks. So, but in Transcribus there is a tool for layout analysis. So it helped me with text alignment, and I could automatically insert the text, and Transcribus was able to recognize the column in my manuscript and automatically extract the line breaks in TEI. That helped me a lot, and thanks to Dr. Achim Rabus. On the macrostructure level, I used as well TEI guidelines and used standard elements for manuscript. So illegible characters were indicated by the element unclear. As an editor, I could annotate the deleted parts. If some words or letters or part of the words were written on margins, I could add element add, and with attribute telling where those parts were written. For superscript letters, I had element high, and for double words or something that was written without any reason, I had surplus element. As well, some elements were some words, missing words, were added in the manuscript, in the text by me, and so I used for that element supplied. And scriber errors are modeled with this group of elements. So the next steps in my edition, this is still work in progress, but I can show you at the end some results. I needed to create a complex digital object. All images were connected with their pages, and images were thankfully provided by the Vatican Library via RRF image format. So, and the standard ingesting workflow for repository objects was set up, and XSLT was created by Gerlinde Schneider, web programmer, and she used like Corema project as an example. So as I said, my project, when it will be completely finished, will be published on GAMS, but I already have the address. This is mistakenly written Corema address, but mine is the same. At the end is the Speculum name, because my project was named Speculum under the title of the text. So as you can see, this is the image front layer of my page, and you have a main menu here. You can instantly follow transcription and facsimiles, or you can read first a few facts about the project, and as well you can read something about manuscript description. I will show you how that looks like. So in manuscript description, we extracted data which were written in TI header, and you can see about where manuscript, about where it was held in Apostolic Library, where it was written, how it was written, in which language, in which script, and there's extensive bibliography about the manuscript. I couldn't put that couldn't fit all into this image. As well, you can see some technical details about the edition, like publisher, authority, layout, persons involved, about technical infrastructure, how to cite, and so on. So this is still work in progress, as I said, and this is still not quite finished, but you can see on the left side the text of the column. It is written in one column. Later I hope that we could fit that the two columns are written in the same line, and on the right side you can see its manuscript image. So still the annotations are missing, and but that is quite demanding, and that technical side, as I said, is performing Gerlinde Schneider. So as I want to thank you for your attention, and I want to say that I hope that this, once when it will be finished, I hope that this edition will serve as an example how we should present and edit our rich Croatian cultural written heritage, especially digital, especially glagolitic one. And I think that this is first edition of such kind for one glagolitic manuscript in which text and image are displayed in the parallel view. That enables researchers instant comparison, and it is easier for people to research and study and read the manuscript and its text. So thank you once more for your attention. If you have any questions and comments, you can ask me or write me an email. So bye.